Today, we're diving deep into something powerful, something that influences every decision you make, every relationship you hold, and every goal you pursue. We're talking about emotional resilience, the ability to self-regulate and manage your emotions intentionally. Now, think for a second. How often do you let your emotions guide your actions? It's natural to do so. Emotions are deeply human. But what if we could influence how we react to them? What if we could regulate our responses to life's challenges, big or small? That's what emotional regulation is all about. And mastering this is key to achieving success in every area of life. So, let's explore some of the most common heavy emotions we experience and dive into how to handle them effectively. You'll find that by regulating your emotional responses, you not only feel better, but can also navigate through life's obstacles with a lot more grace and effectiveness. Let's start with stress, something we all face regularly. Stress is a constant in modern life, isn't it? Whether it's work deadlines, family issues, or personal setbacks, stress finds its way into our daily routine. But here's what you need to remember. Not all stress is within your control. We often waste so much energy worrying about things that we cannot change or influence. That's why the first step to managing stress is recognizing what you can and cannot control. Once you identify the things that are out of your hands, you can start letting them go. When you focus on what's within your power, you take control of your emotional response and conserve your energy for what truly matters. Next is sadness, or the feeling of being down or low. We've all been there, days where everything feels heavy and gray. It's essential to recognize and sit with this emotion instead of dismissing it. Feeling sad isn't something to run from. It's something to honor. Acknowledge the sadness, give it space, and know that it is temporary. But don't let it swallow you whole. When you've given yourself time to feel, start doing something that brings a little light back into your world. Whether it's a walk in the park, rewatching your favorite movie, or connecting with a close friend, small joys can help shift your perspective. Balance the heaviness of sadness with small, manageable moments of joy. Feeling inadequate, we all have moments when we feel like we're not good enough. Whether it's because of a comparison we've made or a personal shortcoming we've noticed. When these moments hit, pause. Remind yourself of your strengths. Think about 5 things you're great at. Maybe you're compassionate, an excellent listener, a creative thinker, or a hard worker. Whatever your strengths are, take a moment to recognize them and remind yourself that you bring value to the world. It's crucial to realize that even the most successful people didn't start out as experts. They learned, practiced, and failed countless times before they mastered their craft. If you see areas where you need improvement, take action. Use that as fuel for growth rather than letting it hold you back. When anxiety starts creeping in, it's time to slow down. Anxiety can quickly overwhelm you by causing your mind to race ahead to worst-case scenarios. You begin to think about everything that could go wrong and get stuck in the loop of what-ifs. But here's the thing. Anxiety thrives on a lack of control. When you feel anxious, start focusing on the present moment and what you can control. Deep breathing exercises can work wonders here. Long, slow inhales, holding your breath for a few seconds, and then a slow, controlled exhale. This simple act signals to your brain that you're safe, and it helps calm your nervous system. Anxiety makes your body tense and alert, but by controlling your breathing, you can quiet those alarms and regain a sense of calm. Dealing with rejection is tough. It strikes at our core because as humans, we crave connection and acceptance. It's easy to let rejection turn into bitterness or resentment, but here's a powerful truth. Rejection is often just redirection. When one door closes, another opens. Instead of dwelling on the hurt, ask yourself, where is this leading me next? Look for new opportunities or lessons in the experience. No matter how hard it feels, you cannot let rejection define you. Acknowledge the pain, but then look forward and focus on the new paths opening up. Insecurity is a sneaky emotion, isn't it? You might feel great one moment, and then a small comment or comparison sends you spiraling. Here's the thing. You are your own worst critic. The person in the mirror is often the harshest judge, but your self-perception is rarely the full picture. When you feel insecure, Ask a close friend to remind you of the qualities they love about you. They'll likely point out things you've overlooked or taken for granted. Often, those around us see the best in us, even when we struggle to see it ourselves. We all face moments of discouragement, especially when things aren't going according to plan. Maybe a project is taking longer than expected, or you're not seeing the results you'd hoped for. It's easy to get down on yourself, but this is where self-compassion comes in. Instead of getting angry at yourself or feeling ashamed for not meeting a certain standard, take a moment to remind yourself why you started. What was your initial motivation? Reconnect with that purpose and let it refuel your efforts. Discouragement isn't a dead end. It's just a signal to reassess, re-strategize, and keep moving forward.